Hey, how you doing? I'm Pat Hamer, and Binary Marketing, that's my brand, and I do network marketing. I'm a diamond in a company that I just learned something from, and I just want to share something beautiful with you that could change your life. And so what that is are terms that I registered with the domain services. One of them is compound commission, and the other one is perpetual advertisement. And, you know, I got that from the perpetual motion theory, where what if you could get perpetual motion to happen, It's like free energy or whatever. And so on the same theory, what if you could get perpetual advertisement to happen? And that would be pretty cool, and I think we've figured it out, sort of, somewhat. It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn close. And all you need to do is just get in there while the getting's good, so they say. So anyways, this is my brand, again, Binary Marketing. I've had binarymarketing.com. I registered it in 1998. And this is a dynamic PHP database-driven website that I created for my team. And so if I log in, you'll see what I'm talking about. I have you can set up your account here, upload your picture. You can add labels to it. I can add labels to this anyways and change the whole website if I want. And I'm going to create 4 or 5 other similar different images that will make totally different websites. And what's unique about my system is you can also add banners to your website. And what will happen, and these are some of the members that are on board right now. And so then I can add a new member, or you can add yourself. I'm the admin for this. And so here's what I did for me. Here's a page, an example.
Recognizing the love of coffee, imagine if on top of drinking the best coffee ever, it also helped you lose weight.
So it's kind of a noisy website, but it gets people's attention. I want them to click either the free tour or the order now. And so you can, when you upload your information, your name would, your Skype name would be there, your phone number would be there, and your email would be there. And so people could contact you. And these are your banners. You could put any banner you wanted there and put a link to where that banner goes. Like that one would go to my VIP Freedom, which is a little perpetual advertising site, and that's what we're going to talk about. So anyways, what is perpetual advertising? Well, back in February, I had run into an old friend of mine, Mike Braden, and we were trying to work together on some different projects, and he was in one, and I was in another, and we didn't see eye to eye on the benefits of the products, which is no big deal. But anyways, he introduced me to a guy named Adrian Matthews, and Adrian actually enjoyed my product and bought it, and he markets it part-time. Doesn't spend a lot of time with it, but he makes money with it nonetheless. He's a 6-figure earner in another company, and he just loves. He's a coffee connoisseur, online coffee connoisseur. And so, anyways, they called me up and said, Pat, you got to put in a couple $100 in this advertising platform revenue sharing. And I didn't know what that was. I thought, oh man, is this one of those money schemes where you just put money in? And they said you make a % a day, or a couple % a day off of advertising that you spend. And I didn't get it, so I joined the company and I put $100 in it, and I think I put $100 in for my wife, $250. And what I did was I built this banner right here down at the bottom, this very first banner, right there it is, and I posted it, and about 5 or 6 people in that week joined my Valentis, my diet coffee, because I lost a bunch of weight. I've lost 54 pounds. Now I weigh 200 pounds. And so the product's good. Not only does it help you lose weight, but I reverse my pre-diabetes. There's a lot of benefits from losing weight that you get. And one of the other things is it has a mental focus, chemicals, not chemicals, but natural additives or whatever you call them, all non-GMO stuff. Energy is fabulous. I mean, God, when I started working out about 2 months ago on the weights because I got stuck at 202. I'm finally down to 200. I'm going to be breaking the 200 threshold here real soon. But I'm pumping iron, and I drink this coffee before I do it. And I mean, it's like I'm being on steroids, But of course, it's all natural. My Veterans Administration nutritionist actually reviewed the ingredients and had no problem with them, so I was confident there. Anyways, so I had a good product, and people were apparently looking at this ad and going, drink coffee. They were familiar with the coffee. And what I didn't realize, and what I do now, is that people, my opportunity costs $60. And if you go to Google, and we'll do that right now, if you go to Google and you type in how much does the average person pay monthly for coffee, it says right here they pay $20 a week for coffee, And so with our company here, you can buy the coffee. You can come in here and order coffee, and you can buy it for $60 a month. And so we're saving people $20 a month on coffee, but they're not getting any benefit from the other people that aren't in our company. They're paying for the benefits, they're paying for the right to receive income, but they're not getting it because they're leaving it at the checkout counter when they buy a different brand of coffee. And this coffee is a gourmet Arabica Italian slim roast, so it's a good coffee, and you'll enjoy it. But what I wanted to show you about this is that it has a natural propensity to sign people up on their own. I don't go to meetings anymore. I just put this banner up, and people join. So I made some different banners. People have different flavors, and so I made all these different banners. I really like this little bat head, what I call it. It reminds me of Monty Python here, and I use it for my my avatar a lot of times. But anyways. So they got me in this thing. I started putting, I put $100 in, one for me, one for my wife, and I think $50 in for my business, and you would get 10,000 page views for the $100. But they said if you click on 10 ads a day, they would reimburse you advertising time, and in fact, they said you could even take money out as it went along. And that part of it kind of freaked me out because, you put in $200, and I mean, we built this thing up to several $1,000s, and the company actually kind of couldn't honor its obligations and pay you. But that's not why I was in it. I was in it for the advertising. And so I was salvaging these people that thought that they could make money out of thin air in a rev share without advertising. See, that's the point. If you advertise in these things, it's a good thing because you don't want to take money out. You want to get more free advertising, perpetual advertisement. And if more people did that, they would last a lot longer. So some people consider this an opportunity to make money without even advertising, and you can, but it's going to, I mean, come on, you can't pull money out of thin air. You put $200 in and everybody take 1,000 out or whatever, And so, but I learned a principle that there was 100% network marketers inside this platform, in these platforms. And so what I want to show you right now is that, this one here that I did, it's called Likes XL. And when you buy a PR pack, it actually has a little, I just bought one this morning, so it says right there, and I didn't pay any money for it. It came out of my advertising fund. And so what I did, I can take you to my payments here, and I can show you that on April 1st, I put 1,100 euros in it, and I bought 22 PR packs, and so I was rolling over like this 50 euros. This was earned in interest, and so I bought it on the first. So 5 days later, I was paid 50 euros, which is about $56, and so I. 4 days later, another, and look, you can see the frequency getting shorter and quicker because you're putting this interest. But I'm clicking on these ads, watching 10 ads a day at 20 seconds a piece. So they're paying me for that, and I'm actually buying some of the stuff on their line. So it's working. It's advertising, and then you can see on May 5th, where is that? I put in another 1,300 euros right here. May 7th, I guess that would be. And so I bought 26 more, so I had 44. And so that's like almost $3,000 that I'm putting in this thing, you know, and that's a lot of money. But I remember I had $8,000 dollars in my savings account, and at the end of this year, right about the 10th of May, I looked and I showed my wife, and we chuckled. I had over $13,000 in my bank account from the success of the advertising, so it paid off. And so then now today, if you look at my how many PR packs I had from the original, I have 102. So that's 102 times 50 euros. So that's over 5,000 euros from a $3,000 investment. And so it says here that I've made 3,000 euro profit since I joined, since that, and I haven't taken any of the money out. And matter of fact, right now you can't. They're not paying out right now, and they say they're investigating some fraud or something. I don't know, but it doesn't really matter to me because I don't want to take the money out. I want to keep advertising, and so I'm signing up personally. You go into my Valentis account here, my list view. So actually genealogy. So this is my wife's account. I sign everybody up under my wife. This is my account. I got to log out and go to my wife's account. And morning brew. Here we go. And this is a brand new week. And so far, I haven't signed up anybody personally, but 2 other members that are using various different ad platforms have. And so last week, what did I do? I signed up 2 personal people there, and that's worthy advertisement. I can make anywhere from $20 to $200 off of the sale, plus thousands and thousands of dollars off of future purchases and their group volume. And so you can see that we had over 64 people sign up in my business last week, and then the week before that we had over 100 people in it. So that's what's going on here. Is I'm putting over 100 people, 60 to 100 to 200 people a week in my business because of perpetual advertising. Now look at this. So you got every half an hour I get paid, and I just checked it. You go into I don't know if that's still feasible there. 18 euros I've made. It was 17.20. See that there? Half an hour ago. So I make 80 cents every half an hour. So that's $1.60. So that's $1.60 an hour. So $1.60 times 24. I'm making 38 euros a day for advertising budget. Now times that by 365. There's 14,000. I have a $14,000 a year advertising budget for only $3,000, and this is continually going up every day. So it's compounding, compound commission for perpetual advertisement. And so if you divide that by 12, it tells you that I'm making about 1,100 euros a month off of that $3,000. So in 3 months, I've got my principal back if I was to take it out. But like I say, you can't. But I'm spending advertisement, and advertisement is where it's at in network marketing, or the old-fashioned work hard, go to meetings, blah blah blah. I don't even talk to anybody hardly. A couple people call me up every now and then. So then that's a month. So then divide that by the 50 euros. How many of these do I get a month? So I'm getting 23 ad packs a month for free, and tomorrow it might be 24. So then, because I'm making one about every 1.3 days, so then divide that by divide that by what would that be? Divide that by 31. I don't know what that does. No, that's not right. Times 31. Okay, we're back to that number. So 23 ad packs, a month divided by 4. 5 a day, 5.8 a day divided by 7. That's what I was looking for right there. And so I've got 0.8 of an ad pack a day. So it takes me about 1.3 days, 1.27 days to buy an ad pack. and that increases. And every time I buy one, it compounds daily when I click and watch these ads. So if I was to do that, look at the ads, there they are right there. There's Lori Petrosino's ad. There's Gold is King. Welcome to your blah, blah, blah. So make $20 us over and over. Blah, blah, blah. Free business. These are the ads I have to watch, and it counts them down when you look at them. So I'm looking at ads here, and it says I already viewed 10. So if I was to, I'm trying to find one of my ads. Lose with a miracle diet. Yeah, here we go. What's this here? This here is this is a yeah, this is Judy Dietzler, and she got one of my pages, and I signed her up. And matter of fact, she's a fabulous network marketer. She opened up Idaho in Mary Kay, and it was a corporate trainer for Mary Kay for a long time. So it's counting down here. I got to watch that ad. So I have to watch 10 a day. So that's surface counted. So then I click on here, and then I have to watch another. I can pick another one, and they're all various different opportunities. Some of them are Fortune 500 ads. My girlfriend freaked out. See what the fuss was. I don't know what the fuss was. So you're getting to know the industry, by the way, too. So anyway, so that's what I get paid to do. That 1% is to watch these other people's ads. I'm being paid out of their budgets. So it's very rewarding to get to know the industry and all that stuff. So anyways, that's enough of watching the ads. You got to do that 10 times a day. I'm back at the beginning. So then now you know what perpetual advertising is. As I said before, I have over, so if I multiply that by 7 times 7, go backwards, times 4, times 12, 280 times 50, 14,000 euros a budget of advertising a year. So that's over 1,000 euros. So 14,000 euros, euro to dollar, and the euro just went down when my people, the Brits. I'm a Brit. I was born in England. Euro to dollar, and so 14,000 is okay for 1,500 US dollars, or 14,000. I like to say 16,000 US dollars. Okay, so that's what I have for a budget to advertise. And who wouldn't make money in advertising if they had a $15,000 budget advertising to 100% network marketers? Because believe you me, there are no non-marketers in the advertising platform, and that's the beauty of it. When you're advertising on Amazon, or not Amazon, but Google ads or whatever, on those kind of ads, you're advertising to, 5-year-old could click your ad, and just, oh, it's pretty, that costs you $5, boom, So this is the way to advertise, and I just wanted to let you know how I do it. And but I got to tell you, that 3,000 euros, don't let that deceive you. Remember when I first started the conversation, I told you that I only put in a couple $100, and then that was in February. So from February, March, April, for 3 months, they built those 5 guys built my group up to over 1,400 by then. Now it's over a couple thousand. I'm just on that one leg. I have 2,000 or 3,000 over on the other leg too. But anyways. This is all it's all about, is perpetual advertisement. That's how I train my people. If you have the money to do it, you're better off. But what you're looking for, even if you don't have them, if you have a couple $100, you can throw a couple $100 in one and get some upfront money. If you find, and if you can get the low-hanging fruit in one of these companies, you're lucky. But you got to be real careful. You have to know exactly where to put the ads, and I do. I've learned that. And so if you go out on your own, and I've had people do that, and they've lost money. And I go in and I look, and once you learn how I do it, then you can go off on your own. But I'm not going to tell you what the secret until you join my club, and my own group, and it's at binarymarketing.com. I'll show you here. It's I registered this domain name back in 1998.
Recognizing the love of
so you go here, and you can take the free tour right there.
It also helps you lose weight. That's exactly what Slim Roast
you
is
can
designed to do.
order now. Bypass all that. Order now.
Purest, best tasting natural ingredients. We
So
have packed this
there you go. There's your boxes. You can buy one box for $59.95. Now remember what Google said?
I have lost 58.
Remember what Google said? What did Google say? Where are they? Where's Google at? Google said you spend an average of $80 a month, $20 a week on coffee. And not only Google, you can click down here how much, there's that one says 65. We're still cheaper. This one here says spend per week $40, 70 to 75 a week, $1,100 a year, $10 more a week on coffee. So the point is you're already paying for this, and that's what you do. And so I wanted to thank you very much for listening to my perpetual advertisement information. Have a good day.